Hello everyone, welcome back to another video today. I know it's long overdue. We're now in the past halfway into February, but this is my top 10 movies of 2023. So I'm going to be going from 10 to 1, and if you guys like this kind of content, I very much appreciate it if you go down in the description, scroll down, and subscribe, like, and comment what your personal top 10 movies of 2023 were. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so my number 10 is Wonka. Wonka is a movie I didn't really have high expectations for, but I actually really enjoyed it. Timothée Chalamet does a very good job delivering this part, and just like we get to see a younger, earlier version of the Willy Wonka we all know and love. So that's why I put Wonka at number 10. Number 9, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Wow, that's a mouthful. Anyway, Tom Cruise just proves more and more that he's the best action star there is right now. And this franchise has almost been going on for 30 years, so that's pretty incredible. And they're still releasing very good movies. This is not my favorite in the Mission Impossible franchise. Still think Mission Impossible Fallout is better, but I think this movie is still very good, adding Haley Atwell. Of course, Simon Pegg and Ving Rhames are always very good in these movies. And then Tom Cruise, they're all very good. So that's why I put Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 at number 9. Very excited for the Part 2 whenever it comes out. Number 8, I put Holdovers. Holdovers is a very fun and Christmassy movie that's just, I don't know how to describe it really. It's just, so Da'Vine Joy Randolph probably going to get Best Supporting Actress, and Paul Giamatti might get Best Actor, which I think is very deserving, and Dominic Sessa is also very good in this film. The screenplay is also very good. I don't know, it's very complicated. I don't really know how to describe it, but this movie is very good. Go watch it if you haven't seen it yet. It was nominated for Best Picture, and it's just a fun holiday type of movie. Alright, at number 7, I have Past Lives. So Past Lives is a movie that starts off with these two kids that are 12, and they have a relationship, and then the girl, she moves to America. And then this is like a decade-spanning romance. It is very sad, very emotional, and everyone delivers a great performance. You should definitely go watch it if you haven't seen it yet, but this movie is just great. Yes, the performances, the screenplay, and how they were able to tell their stories that last decades long, and then they come back together. It's just great. And it's a very emotional movie, so if you don't like that kind of stuff, you might not want to check out this movie. But anyway, number 6 is a movie I really enjoy, Killers of the Flower Moon. This movie is very long, 3.5 hours, I'm pretty sure, but I wish it was longer. It's just so good. It adds more depth to the characters. Gladstone is great. Robert De Niro has one of the best performances in his career, and Leonardo DiCaprio does as well. The way they just show the trauma and the death in the Osage people is just really amazing, and the score is just great, and it's looking like Robert De Niro is not going to win Best Supporting Actor. I think Robert Downey Jr. is better, but that's why he's winning. He's not going to get it. Lily Gladstone was the front runner for Best Actress, but then it looks like Emma Stone's kind of caught the lead, and Leonardo DiCaprio was not nominated for Best Actor, so he's not going to win that. But I really enjoyed this movie. Go show it some love. Number 5, Air. This movie came out all the way back in April, I'm pretty sure, but it was just so great. So, Matt Damon, he is just hilarious, as he always is, and Ben Affleck is also great. And I really like how they didn't have to show Michael Jordan for us to really appreciate this movie. And it like really showed us the starting of the Air Jordans. So I really enjoyed this movie. Alright. Number 4. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This movie is just so heartbreaking and so joyful at the same time. It's just like hard to put into words how great and impactful this movie is. We get to finally see the backstory and the past for Rocket, and obviously all the others are great. High Evolutionary as the villain, he is just incredible. I rate this movie 5 out of 5 stars, and this movie, I don't know, I can't really say a bad thing about it. This put a perfect conclusion to the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, and I'm going to be upset if we never see the Guardians again in the MCU, and this is just their final goodbye, because they all left on a note that we can never see them again. So, yeah, everyone was expecting people to die, and nobody did, and I think they did it in a way where we expected a bunch of people to die, but they subverted our expectations. Nobody died, but it worked out really well. So, yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. So, I rate it 5 stars, put it at number 4. Number 3, Iron Claw. This is probably the most gut-wrenching, emotional, sad movies in 2023. If you haven't seen this movie, you should definitely see it. This movie is just like depressing. It's the story of the Von Erich brothers and their family, and just the depression and the pain and everything that came with their career. This movie is just very emotional, and if you don't like that kind of stuff, I probably wouldn't watch this movie, but this movie is very good in my opinion. I placed it at number 3, and I rated it 5 out of 5 stars. Number 2, the moment we've all been waiting for. Number 2, I'm going to put Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is just a great movie. That's why it's gotten so much buzz. That's why it's being nominated for all these Oscars, winning all these awards. This movie is just great. It's cinematic. The performances, Robert Downey Jr. gives his best performance ever. Yes, better than Iron Man, Tony Stark. Cillian Murphy is also great. And just the starting of like how he made the first atomic bomb, and just the horrors after that, he gave them the power that they could do whatever they wanted with. They could destroy the world. He gave them the atomic bomb to use in World War II. This movie is just very gut-wrenching, and it can be a little long at times, but I don't mind it. So I put Oppenheimer at number 2 with 5 out of 5 stars. Number 1, the best movie I saw in 2023, in my opinion, was Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Now, this movie, the first movie, I thought was pretty good, probably a 4.5, or yeah, around a 4.5 out of 10. This movie just blows the first one out of the water. This movie is just so great. The visuals, the voice acting, the score, the soundtrack. This movie is just great in every way imaginable. It's just like beyond words. The visuals are breathtaking, and it's an animated movie. I don't know, it's probably in my top 5 at least animated movies ever. Might be my favorite animated movie ever. But yeah, I'm putting Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse at number 1. Alright, that will do my top 10 of the year. I'm going to go back through the top 10 and say them one more time to make sure y'all get them. So, number 10, Wonka, rated 4.5 out of 5 stars. Number 9, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, rated 4.5 out of 5 stars. The Holdovers, I rate 4.5 out of 5 stars. Past Lives, I rate 4.5 out of 5 stars. Killers of the Flower Moon, I rate 4.5 out of 5 stars. Air, I rate 4.5 out of 5 stars. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I rate 5 out of 5 stars. Iron Claw, I rate 5 out of 5. Oppenheimer, 5 out of 5 stars. And, of course, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse with 5 out of 5 stars. Alright guys, thank you for checking out this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.